Oh my goodness, I just got caught up in The Facts of Life. The Facts of Life. I used to love that show. The Facts of Life. What? Are you serious?
My bad.
I just...
Suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you.
What? Well, Lisa, remember you were talking about pivoting. Hey, my urbanites, guess what? You have entered into the Urban Suite with Dr. Lisa Lacan. This has been an awesome year for me since we launched Urban Twos for Change Network, and I could not have done it without you.
What do you need me?
Thank you for everything that you have done, your prayers, your support, all of that.
Anything for you.
And I still have a ways to go, you guys. You guided me. You told me this is what you need to do. Very practical tips. She didn't say, well, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you need this? Do you have that? She's like, oh, you can do it. You got this.
Thank you so much for acknowledging that. That's like so nice.
The stuff that they were saying is so relevant. It's so on point. They're so knowledgeable.
Mwah.
So down to earth. Very practical tips.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I just appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Shout out, thank you for your support also.
It's my pleasure.
Let me slow down because I'm so excited. But he's always there behind the curtain. Always there behind the curtain. So I just want to say thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Girl, thank Google.
I Googled my symptoms.
Never do that.
And I really would love to get that out of my brain.
I've seen it. It's disgusting.
Something about Elisa. There's something about Elisa.
Oh, Lisa.
Sweet. I love that. Like, oh, dun, 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 dun. Yes. You have to be accountable for what you did.
Who, me? What? I regret nothing. The end.
Did I do something I shouldn't have done?
It's confusing.
What?
Am I missing something?
What the hell is going on? Like, I
do not understand.
What is this woman talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
I don't want a dissertation. I just want an apology.
I'm sorry you think you deserve an apology.
You deserve 2 flushes. Get out of here, Uncle Tina. Bye. All right, so now he's blaming the weed. This is the whole Shaggy thing. It wasn't me. Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome to Urban Twos for Change. You have entered into the Urban Suite with me, Dr. Lisa Lacan. Oh, and guess what? We have a wonderful show tonight, and I will be with you all evening. No, it looks like I'm dressed for the rodeo, but I'm not. So anyway, listen, you guys, stay with us. We'll be right back. You are entering the Urban Suite with Dr. Lisa Lacan. Let's talk about urban issues plaguing our community. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about urban issues plaguing our community with Dr. Lisa Lacan. These Tuesdays go so fast, and welcome back. You have re-landed into the Urban Suite with me, Dr. Lisa Lacan. Listen, we have a huge show tonight. I always say huge because it is. Election time is upon us. And you have new candidates. You have some old. You have, oh my goodness, we're going to talk about it. We're going to dive into it tonight. because the question that you all may have is, who is Sharief Williams? Then I have to say, I have to ask him this question. Now, my maiden name is Williams, but I don't think we're related. So but you listen, you never know, right? All right. So we're going to find out who Sharief Williams is in the Urban Suite when we return. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
If you have a comment, question, or concern you want us to discuss on the show, leave a voice message on the Urban Tools for Change hotline.
I have some amazing news for
The
you.
number is 973-264-3663.
Yeah, this is me.
That's 973-262-4363. Call us anytime, day or night.
It's worth looking into, isn't it?
We want to hear from you.
All right. So we're back with our missing person segment. So my Urbanites, you all know every single week I have to highlight someone that is missing, someone from the Black community, because oftentimes we don't showcase, we don't highlight, we don't talk about who is missing in our community. So I made a vow, a personal vow, that every week when I do my live, except when I pop in and out, but when I do my scheduled live, that we will highlight a missing person. So this week, we have Ariana Michelle Anderson. So Ariana Michelle Anderson, she's been missing since April the 26th, 2022 from Columbus, Ohio. Listen, where are my people from Ohio? Wake up. She's missing. All right. Ariana Michelle Anderson, she's been missing again since April 26, 2022. She's only 16, you guys. This is someone's daughter, maybe someone's sister, maybe someone's cousin. She's missing again since, from Columbus, Ohio. She's a female. She's Black, medium complexion, 5'5", 185 pounds, Black hair color. Her hair length is long and her eye color is brown. Ariana was last seen at her home in Pickerton at approximately 6:20 a.m. Tuesday and is believed to be in the Columbus area. Ariana's family has expressed concern for her well-being and indicated that she has made statements to them alluding to her being in a crisis state and at risk of self-harm. So listen, if anyone has any information about the whereabouts of Ariana Michelle Anderson, you can contact Fairfield County Sheriff's Office at 740-652-7911. Again, that's 740-652-7911. Or you can contact the Black and Missing Foundation. And their telephone number is 877-97-BAMFI. Let's bring Ariana Michelle Anderson home. So listen, we are sponsored by Blessed Ministries Incorporated. The Urban Suite is sponsored by Blessed Ministries Incorporated. We are the premier workforce development agency in the state of New Jersey. And we work with various populations to get them employed, you guys. We work with those under the supervision of parole. We work with adults with disabilities. We work with youth with disabilities, like teens with disabilities. We work with those impacted by opioids in the state of New Jersey, as well as those that are receiving like food stamps and things of that nature. We do put people to work. All right, so we are back, and guess what, you guys, my urbanites? We are going to find out about this candidate. His name is Sharief Williams. Now, my urbanites, I want you to be nice. I want you to be nice. We don't endorse any candidate. Anyone can come on this platform, be nice, respectful, and we're going to have a wonderful time learning about who he is, finding out, what he would like to do with the city of Orange, New Jersey. So without further ado, I bring to you, my urbanites, Mr. Sharief Williams. Hello there, Mr. Williams.
Hello, Dr. Lacan. Thank you for having me tonight. I'm well, very well. Thank you for having me tonight.
Good. Now, did you know that my maiden name was Williams?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yes. So normally in the Black community, we ask, where your people from? So look.
Right. It's funny you say that too, because my brother, he was like, she looked familiar.
Stop that.
Might be like family. So
oh my
very
goodness.
possible. There's a lot of Williams too. So
I know. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole about how we got that last name. Right. So anyway, who is Sharief Williams? You're running for a city council position. So I need you to tell my urbanites who you are and why now.
Okay. All right. Again, thank you for having me tonight. And first and foremost, I want to say congratulations on your 1-year anniversary of your show.
Oh, thank you.
You've been doing an awesome job, and our community definitely needs this show. It's very enlightening and, bring light to our community of different various topics. With that being said, I'm going to jump right into it.
Yes.
Who am I? Sharief Williams. I was born in Newark, New Jersey. I was born actually in Baxter Terrace project home. And then I moved to Orange, New Jersey at an early age. I've been in Orange, New Jersey for about 47 years. Anyone that knows the Williams, the Johnson's family, we live literally in every ward in Orange. And with that being said, me living in different wards in Orange and to see where it used to be and where it is now, that is part of the reason why I am running for the city council.
All right.
Currently, right now, I am an IT individual. I've been working in IT for over 25 years. And right about now is more or less giving back to my community. And I've been doing that extensively. And I feel the council seat, when I become the council person, I'm taking my levels to the next level for our community within itself.
Okay. Now you mentioned a council seat. So tell us in sort of like a layman's term, the role and the responsibility of a councilman for people who may not understand what you are tasked to do on behalf of your constituents.
On behalf of the constituents, first and foremost, council person is a legislator, bring in policies, what's best for the city and the constituents. Overall, we have to first be approachable and also be good listeners and be able to work with other individuals, be able to work with the administration, be able to work with the county people, the state, and to federal. At the end of the day, it's all about giving the community what they want and what they need, what's best at the end of the day.
So why now? Running
now, I want to say, as you mentioned, or I don't know if you mentioned, but I ran 4 years ago, and I feel that now is the time because the experience that I gained 4 years ago got me to this step at this point. And to be quite honest, with me canvassing the area, is this a cry out for the community within its whole?
Oh, that's all right.
they are actually crying out for a change. And I would, without a doubt, I think change will start in the North Ward, because we are right about now where the vibe is just so negative. I see the North Ward, it could be brought out with more energy, a new face, a new ear, a new voice. And basically, that's what I'm here for the people. Have a new voice and a new ear for the people.
All right. So you were defeated 4 years ago. What did you learn about yourself then and leading you up to now?
I learned a lot about myself, and in terms of the word defeat. It wasn't a defeat for me. It was a learning experience. And basically, I got myself more knowledge for government, local government. It propelled me to get more engaged on actually how local government is ran. With that being said, I've been on the Citizen Budget Advisory Committee, and that basically composed of residents like myself who are actually engaged of local government and want to make it better. And being on the Citizen Budget Advisory Committee, it basically allowed me to gain knowledge of exactly how the day-to-day operation for the funds of the government for the city of Orange is being operated.
Now, is your campaign, it has to be different because now we're sort of out of COVID, but what are you doing differently in terms of campaigning from the previous time you ran?
I want to say I'm really definitely hitting door to door, actually listen to the constituents and, taking notes. I actually did a survey and asked most of the people, like, what do they see or how do they want to see Orange going and moving forward? A lot of people have different concerns. I could go down one block, they want lighting or they want a speed bump. So as a council person, I think first and foremost, someone has to be very approachable and somebody had to listen carefully to what the constituents are asking for. And not just listen, and take a plan of action too. And someone say, oh, can you help me with this? Not just be a person, okay, yeah, and just brush the constituent off. You have to take a plan of action as well.
Okay, all right. So you've heard in the news that Orange is the most corrupt city in New Jersey. That was in the news about maybe a couple of months ago. In your opinion, how did that happen?
For lack of better words, people just being unethical. It's very unfortunate. However, with that being said, me as an individual, I would like to change that trajectory in terms of putting Orange in a positive manner. And that's another reason why I am running for city council, because again, the negative vibe about Orange is, it's been, highlighted, as you say, in articles and things like that. But as I said before, I know starting with the North Ward, we can definitely, our people, we get out and express our voice and express our feelings of what's going on, how we want to see Orange, we can make a difference here in Orange.
All right.
And it's going to take a community. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you the council or the council. I personally believe it is like a basketball team for me. It's not one person, it's, collectively. So you got the constituents, and then you got the council, you got the administration. It's a whole, layers of everyone can come together to make a better, prosperous Orange.
All right. And then Troy Thompson says, my friend, my brother, he's true to his word, upstanding person, does a lot for young men in the community of Essex, Orange, great coach. And that's from Troy Thompson. So you heard it here, my urbanites. Troy Thompson said it because basically, like you said, it's unethical. It's been very unethical. How and why should people trust you?
Oh, again, back to what I was saying, I'm a man of my word. I don't believe in just talk, a man of action, put things into a plan and then actions. Again, as he said, coach, a stand-up guy. A lot of people know me just as coaching. I'm more than a coach. I'm a dad of two young men, and I'm also a business owner, small business owner here in Orange. So, I mean, I'm diverse with a lot of different things, but people can trust me, a man of my word. If people know me, they say Sharief say he's going to do something, he's going to do it.
Right. All
And
right.
follow through.
Now, what is your philosophy about term limits?
Term limits. I personally would like to see 2 term limits because I think having a unlimited of term limits is, people get very comfortable, and when they get comfortable, they could get closed ears, like they don't want to hear, "Oh, I've been, in this seat. Who are you to tell me?" But that's my outtake on term limits. It should be like a minimum of 2 years.
And that's for the council as well as the mayor, or which one?
I would say across the board, it should be 2 term limits.
Okay, all right. So if I were considering moving to New Jersey, how would you sell me on moving to Orange?
All right. That's an interesting question. Nevertheless, however, the first thing I would say, Orange is a thriving community. There's a lot of redevelopment going up here. It's very accessible to interstate of 280, where you can get to Pennsylvania, you can get to the New Jersey Turnpike. You could go to New York. We have 2 train stations. And again, there's a lot of redevelopment coming here that's being very attractive for the newcomers to come to Orange, New Jersey. And also, again, I truly believe our people, and I say our people, our community, is really, getting more involved. So I think the more we are involved with things, the more we could have a say to make a difference and make a change. Because I truly believe in my heart that Orange will, be once on the map again as like a great place to live.
All right. And then according to Zip Atlas, Orange is ranked 21 out of 100 cities with the highest unemployment rate in New Jersey. 1 out of 10 residents are unemployed. What policies would you embrace or recommend to help lower that number down to maybe about 4%, 5%?
I would embrace any policy was best for the community within itself to bring down the unemployment rate. And for his recommendations, we have a lot of people. I'm gonna use my personal experience. I work at night. I do the overnight shift, 3rd shift, and I work from 11:30 to 7:30 in the morning. And I'm a full-time student during the day, so I rush to get out to go to class. I go on Main Street. I could walk down the Main Street, get my coffee, my daily coffee. There's always someone out there, asking for not $1 now. Y'all listen to me? They asking for $5 out there nowadays.
Wow.
$5, okay. But that says a lot. It speaks volume. Like people are in conditions in certain situations. So with that being said, they probably don't have a phone to know the city is sending out email blasts about where they can go get employment help and services. So as an individual out there in the street, if they see a signage, that might spark an interest for them to like, oh, this is where I can go. And I personally have told some people that I came across, whether I gave them $1, bought them something to eat, like, this is such and such is going on today. You can go there, get some food. But I think we need more of that, like, because everyone, although we have, at our fingertips, we have everything at our fingertips, everyone don't have access to those resources to actually be able to get that email, to get that text. If they did, I don't think they would, for the most lack of better words, be in that position to be asking, or something to eat, or that, for that matter. So that's just one of my recommendations.
Right. Now, Orange is very diverse. You have, how many wards are in Orange?
4.
You have 4 wards, and they're like north, south,
east, west,
and west. Okay, so it's like quadrants, 4 wards. And then there's a huge gap. Like one part of Orange is very beautiful. You have your 7 Oaks, your mini mansions, and then you have another section. How would you describe the North Ward in comparison to like where 7 Oaks is? I don't even know what ward 7 Oaks is in.
The North Ward, for the most part, Seven Oaks. Let me get back to Seven Oaks. Seven Oaks is by Orange Park. Everyone knows Orange Park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I know where it is, but I don't know what ward.
Oh, that's the West Ward.
Okay, that's the West. Okay.
Right. It might be part of the South too. It depends on like which street.
Where okay.
Everything is made, demographic is made really strange. So depending on what side of the street. Versus the North Ward, there are a lot of homeowners over there, a lot of older people that have been in their homes for a long time. Over here, we have a lot of renters. I was just speaking to an individual. She's a senior and she still have her house over here. But she was explaining to me like what's going on her street. She was looking to get a driveway, and the neighbor got a driveway, but they won't grant her driveway. But she was saying she's seen a change of where her street is, what it was 20 years ago, where it was people that actually own the home there. Now it's just a lot of renters. So, but it's a lot of renters on this side of town. So a lot of people they don't stay. They able to up and
They're
go.
very transient. They just come and go, and there's no real buy-in in a sense.
Absolutely.
Now, in terms of renters, so you have a lot of the owners, landlords that don't really live in the community in that ward.
Right.
Okay. Now, listen, my urbanites, if you have questions, someone has a question. So, Mr. Williams, would you like to take some questions?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So this one is, what is your demographic views for the city of Orange?
My demographic views for the city of Orange. Overall, it's a city that needs to really come together. Like it shouldn't be, for lack of better words, east, west. But I mean, of course, it's broken down like that. But at the end of the day, we have constituents for the whole township. So if something being brought up, it's not just for most of the time, just for the actual ward. Although some wards have certain issues with that, has to get resolved. And then overall, it's Orange, because like you just said earlier, Orange is rated whatever. It says Orange. It's not saying the North Ward, the East Ward. It's straight Orange. I don't know if I answered this question in particular.
Mr. Edwards, Thomas Edwards asked that question. Did he answer your question, Mr. Edwards? And when he'll chime in, I'm sure a little later. So if I'm new to the voting arena and I see your flyer, it says North Ward City Council. If I don't live in the North Ward, I can still vote for you, or is it just for North Ward residents?
Just the ward that you live in, just the residents in that particular ward.
Okay, so
if someone running for a city council at large, they can get the entire city, but each section is actual represent from that particular ward.
Okay, yes, all right. So Thomas Edwards said yes, you did answer his question.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Any other questions out there? Let me see. Do we have any questions? I'm on different platforms. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Facebook, YouTube, and on Facebook, I'm on 4 different pages. Yes, so I'm on. It's so hard to remember. Blessed Ministries. I'm on Urban Tools for Change. I'm on Dad's. Actually, it's just 3, and then I shoot it to my personal Facebook page. So it's different things. Also, we're doing different things behind the curtain right here. But this is very interesting because I didn't realize that you can only vote unless it's an at-large position for where you live. So how many? So you're North Ward. How many positions are available, and how many candidates are running in North Ward?
There are 2 other individuals. We had the incumbent, and then there's another individual that's on the ticket for the North Ward.
Okay, so it's 3 of you all for 1 seat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So a question from Tanya McNeil. How do you plan to include the residents in your ward in decision making?
That's a great question. I truly believe the residents, for lack of better words, don't understand the power of their voice. and the tools that they actually have already, which is, the city council meetings that they could attend. However, I see a lot of people are discouraged. They don't go to the council meetings or don't log in on Zoom to be part of the meetings. What I would like to do is have monthly meetings to get the community engaged, the residents here in the North Ward, have it at a different site once a month. So this way, get them engaged, get them warmed up. Then they perhaps would like to go in person to talk to the city council, to the administration. But I'm very so hardly, really stand hard on getting people involved. Because if we don't get involved, we're gonna have the same results over and over and over, and enlighten them, get education about how local government is ran.
So why do you think people choose the same candidates over and over, but they want something different? I don't understand that mentality.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, if you want something different, choose one different. If you,
I think people get comfortable. Then again, I think people are discouraged too, based off of these Facebook posts and all this and that. A lot of negativity could draw people away from things instead of I'm not. I want to go to it. I want to be part of a resolution, solving the issue, not be the one to keep talking. A lot of people out here talk. Are they talking the walk? Like, you talking it, or you walking it? Are you really making a difference, making a change? If you are, so hardly, thank you. We need more people like that.
Right.
Is this a bad stigma? And it's not just here in Orange. I mean, overall, now a lot of communities, people just don't vote, but everyone want to change. But they say they want to change. They think voting is, not enough. It doesn't matter. I have heard individuals say, "Oh, why vote? It don't change nothing." You actually part of the solution for it not to change if you don't exercise your vote. With that being said, if you're not gonna vote, don't complain. Period.
Exactly.
Period. You don't have no room for complaints.
Now here's a question. So you're into basketball, correct?
Yes, I'm into coaching. Period. I'm into giving back to the community, uplifting young men and women, like the kids. I'm more than a basketball coach. People say, "You coach." I'm way beyond that. So, but yeah.
All right. So, are there any project concepts for Ropes Playground in the North Ward?
To be quite honest, I know there's been talks about redevelopment. Like, that park is, you walk in it, you out the park. That's actually the first park that I ever played baseball in as a little kid. Like, as I said earlier, how the community changed. I lived on Bradford Street, and I used to play baseball in that field. Well, they actually put up swings and stuff, but it used to be a little dirt field. So I see the change, but for his projects coming up, I've heard that they want to change it up, because we do have another park that's in the North Ward. It's on Alden Street and High Street. It's a big field. It's a turf field. It's made for soccer and baseball, softball, but there's no basketball. But they gotta have a playing area for the kids to do, on the swings and things like that. But Ropes is an extremely small park, but however, that's a big part of the North Ward itself.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm not too familiar with Orange. I am in a sense, but in terms of the politics, the structure, the different wards, where they are, I'm not familiar with it. So thank you so very much for enlightening me. And I'm sure some of my urbanites, those are my guests, my urbanites, as you can tell when I say urbanites. They're
I like that.
Fantastic. Yes, the urbanites. We rock and roll. Yes.
You gotta get a shirt, Urbanites.
That's right. It's coming. It's in the making. Okay. You got that right. Yeah. He's prophetic. So yeah. So any other questions, my urbanites? Anyone else? So someone says, Carrie Sneed says, Orange is ripe for change. Sharief Williams is the right candidate. Sharief Williams equals new energy.
Yes, we need that. We need that. Sure do.
Someone says, I think we may have answered this, But Tanya McNeil says, when elected, what is one thing you would like to implement? Pretty much, I would elaborate to say immediately. Like, what is your first, coming out the gate, what would you like to?
Well, there are a plethora of things that I would like to, put right out there. But two that's very important to me. I won't say one is important than the other. Again, as I expressed, I work at night. It's very dark over here. Like the lighting and the signage, it needs, that needs to be handled like immediately. And then we have two schools. Actually, it might be three schools over here in this district. We have Cleveland Street School, which they are bused to another location in Orange. And we have Rosa Parks, is on Cleveland Street. I personally want to see speed bumps on the street where the kids go to school and crossing. And I personally experienced this yesterday, going down Cleveland Street by Rosa Parks. When the kids are getting out of school, the parents are double parking to get their kid just lined up, right? And then you have other individuals who knows where they got to go, trying to race down the street. I almost got hit myself. I was like, what the heck? So that alone is an issue that needs to be addressed right away, because if not, someone's going to really get hurt. Like it could be, a fatality. Those are, I want to say, the two main things that what I would like to see done immediately in this area for the North Ward.
Wow. Now here's a good question.
And I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
also,
all right.
I'm going to keep saying this: get the people engaged.
Right.
And, so I'm really about getting them engaged.
Well, that is perfect for this next question. So this question is by Troy Thompson. Once you get into office, will you be able to help local students in the community that are not attending colleges or military with jobs, so they won't be hanging in the streets once they finish high school?
Yeah, that's an awesome question. And I agree, because a lot of people or kids, for lack of better words, are not going to go to college or not going to go to the military, But I think as a community, we need to offer more for them, like give them options to have, like, where they can go to a job seminar. I just was at the barbershop today. He's willing to take in, this is perfect, high school students and teach them how to become a barber. So I'm like, that's perfect. Like, I think, a lot of networking, you never know what someone do this, someone do that. Everyone got a special talent. And I think the more, people get involved with each other, there's that engagement process. We can thrive to, bring things to the next level. But to answer this question, I would like to see different options for the kids who don't go to college, who's not going to be in the military. Me personally, as a coach, I talk to the kids. I have kids from they were 6 years old, whether it's football, baseball, basketball. A lot of them don't went on to college. I wrote them recommendations to go to college, wrote them recommendations to go to high school, then to college. And I'm still involved with them. Like, I had an interesting conversation with one of my former players, and I felt for him. He was like, "Coach, I'm nervous," which was an understandable thing. He don't know what he want to do after high school. I'm like, you have a world in front of you. You have a amount of opportunity to just open up your mind. Don't limit yourself. But to answer that once again, I would like to see more opportunities for everyone.
Wow, wonderful. So listen, you guys, I need you to like, I need you to share, and I need you to subscribe. Now, if you're on my YouTube page, I need you to ring that bell so you will get notices every time I come on live. And not only that, I'm trying to get my subscribers up, because the information that you have found in the Urban Suite with me, Dr. Lisa Lacan. I'm about to say Dr. Lisa Williams Lacan, because that is my name. Seriously,
that Williams is right in front of you.
Right, and that's what it is. It's like, I'm a Williams.
Right.
So yeah, so basically the information that you get here is priceless. It really is. We talk about mental health issues. We are sponsored by Blessed Ministries Incorporated, which is a workforce development agency. So if you are unemployed, you actually can come down to Blessed Ministries Incorporated. We're located in Newark, New Jersey, 23 Branford Place. And we're open Monday through, I was going to say Saturday. Sometimes we're there on Saturday, actually. But for the most part, Monday through Friday. Every Monday through Friday, if you need employment, if you have training, or if you need to be trained, we can assist you. We have a contract with the Department of Labor, and we work with anyone that has been impacted by opioids. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you are using, but if you have a family history, if you see people in the community, and these are things that, you know, really will help our youth. Because I remember, Mr. Williams, when I was like in my 20s, that time goes so fast.
Yes, make me feel old.
So we're not going to stay young forever. Like you need employment, you need housing, and things of that nature. Let's see. This is one more question, and then we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. So this question is from Yolanda Rosa. In your opinion, what do you consider the safest ward? Out, because there's multi questions. I don't want to confuse you. So that's question number one. I guess it's a three-parter. Okay,
the safest ward. I don't know what's the safest ward. I believe I'm a numbers person guy, so that's something that the police department, they can actually provide, you know, numbers. But I could be biased and say it's the North Ward. So I don't know that answer. All right. So then the next transparent. Okay. So the next one is, what do you think needs to be implemented to make it safer for upcoming tenants that are running away from expensive New York City? Yeah, they're coming here in droves, man. I mean, I see so many New York City or plates, or, you know, on cars, and yeah, they're coming. But I think it goes to the question I asked: how would you sell me on Orange if I came from, you know, a different place, if I was moving to New Jersey? As mentioned before, Orange is booming in development. And I think, for lack of better words, the people in New York, they see, you know, they can get just not the same, if not price-wise, but, you know, with living, they moving out here. Because I saw on the news, like some places in New York, it's like $6,000 just for a piece of square foot. You know, so New Yorkers are really definitely coming this way to, you know, basically have that same atmosphere too. Because again, they could still go to New York, they could work and get on the train. Like this area right here in Orange is very, you know, feasible for people to get around. Yes. So we'll be right back after this with Mr. Sharief Williams. We'll be right back. Thank you.
If you have a comment, question, or concern you want us to discuss on the show, leave a voice message on the Urban Tools for Change hotline. The number is 97326243663. That's 97326243663. Call us anytime, day or night. We want to hear from you.
All right, so we are back, and we are in our segment, Closing Remarks. So, Mr. Sharief Williams, I need you to look directly into the camera, that little green light. I guess yours is green too. So, and let the people know why you versus anyone else. Because the time is now, and I know our people want the change. And on May 3rd, I'm asking tell a friend to tell a friend. We want a real change. Let's get out there and vote
Because if we don't get out the vote, we're going to have the same thing. We don't need someone as a fixture in our local government. We need someone who's going to be approachable, understandable, compassionable, able to listen to individual needs and take them in consideration, not just listen and then take action, make things happen. And ultimately, at the end of the day, let's bring everybody together. It shouldn't be because this person is that person, I don't want to pass the vote. And let's not forget, what are we in office for? What we should be thinking about first, which is the people. The people should come first. We have to put our residents first, because if we continue to have elected officials not being held and accountable for their actions, we are just as bad. So again, I need everyone who's in the North Ward. If you're not in the North Ward, you don't even have to live in Jersey. If you know somebody that lives in the North Ward, please tell them to get out and vote. How important this election is. This election is way important than the presidential election, because we are actually living right here, seeing this stuff every day today. So I'm asking everyone, please get out the vote on May 10th, line 3A, Sharief Williams. I am that guy, will make a difference, and we all can make a difference here in the city of Orange.
And what time is the voting from? From what to what?
6 to 8.
6 to 8. No excuses, urbanites.
No, not at all.
No excuses. You can't say I was at work. You weren't at work from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, right. Stop it. 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
Very long time, right? So get out the vote. Get out the vote so that you can get used to even participating and voting. Because at the end of the day, it's about you and what you desire and what you want from your politician, your councilman, things of that nature. You have to get involved. You have to. I cannot stress that anymore, because at the end of the day, listen to what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you can hire them or you can fire them.
All right.
Or you can promote them. So it's very important. Mr. Sharief Williams, thank you so very much for entering into the Urban Suite with me, Dr. Lisa Lacan. As I always tell my urbanites, once you enter the Urban Suite, this is a place where you laugh, learn, cry, and grow. So I just want to thank my urbanites. I want to thank the guests, Mr. Sharief Williams, for everything. Much success to you on May 10th. May 10th, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. There's no excuse. And with that said, I want to wish you all a wonderful, safe evening. Marley, take us away.